really want it to work because I just told everyone on Facebook that it would be live on YouTube. Oh, I'm live. Okay. Oh, great. Right. Okay, officially live on YouTube and Instagram. So welcome to Tapping with me. Okay, go ahead and just start tapping on your karate chop. For those of you who may never have tapped before, where do I start? Well, tapping is another way of talking about something called emotional freedom technique, abbreviated to EFT. And we tap on acupoints around our body and we focus on those things that are preventing us from experiencing a yes to joy, peace, and connection, that are preventing us from having an expansive and abundant experience of life. So it's great to have you here. Do feel free to share in the comments how you're doing, what's going on for you today, and what would you like me to tap on. I'm not feeling comfortable where I'm sitting. I just need to adjust things a bit. That's better. Oh no, that's still not quite right. I'd like to just be central to the screen. Okay, I'm feeling tired. I'm well, really well. Just feeling a little bit tired, and that's okay. But anyway, hi Nicola on YouTube. Yay, you're here. Woo. Okay, so we will just start with a round where we are simply tapping and breathing. We'll just start to introduce some spaciousness, some ease into whatever's going on for us. So start tapping here, like find your collarbone bobbles, just drop about ½ an inch to an inch below them, just tapping there. And if you want to avoid tapping on your face due to the possibility of spreading coronavirus, that's totally fine. You just stay tapping here. Otherwise, you go ahead and tap inside your eyebrows. And just let your body breathe. There's no pressure. There's no expectation. Just this moment, tapping on different parts of our body, moving to the side of your eyes, tapping kind of on your temples, letting your body breathe, noticing any discomfort you might be experiencing in your physical body, any tension or stress, moving to the bony bit under your eyes. This is a little bit tender for me right now, which is unusual. Letting your body breathe and just letting your attention go to your emotions, your feelings, just observing, noticing and acknowledging, tapping on your lip underneath your nose, letting your body breathe. Bringing any thoughts that might have been crowding your mind or racing, just bringing them into your awareness. Just acknowledging that they're there, letting them be whatever they need to be right now. Tapping on your chin, letting your body breathe. You might be able to hear my washing machine in the background. Apologies for that. Let's go have some water. I feel parched. Tapping underneath your collarbones. You can also tap like this as well if you want to. Apparently this is a really great way if you're tapping with kids, because it stimulates the points under the collarbone without them having to try and get the right place. Tapping on the middle of your chest. This point is directly above your thymus, so stimulates and supports our immune system, which is obviously beneficial for all of us at the moment. Just breathing and tapping. Oh, hi Jonathan, great to see you. Oh, trying to wave. Oh my goodness, it's very difficult to click with my left finger. There we go. Okay, let me just unbutton this. Nicola on not Instagram, on YouTube saying, I can't remember what to tap on. I don't know what you mean. Okay, tapping on your boob point. Hey, Rachel. So find the vertical line that goes straight down through your nipple. If you need to move any breast or out of the way, that's fine, but you want to be tapping on that vertical line, either where the bottom of your breast or the bottom of your pectoral muscle joins your ribs. Can be quite a tender spot. Just letting your body breathe here. Okay. And then tapping on the side of your body, either across like this with flat hand, or you can do the monkey chicken hybrid. Hi, Joni. It's lovely to see you. Welcome to Tapping with B. And then finally tapping on your head, letting your body breathe. Okay. Okay, coming to your karate chop. So just letting me know in the comments how you're doing, if there's anything you would like me to tap on. And we are going to start this round by tapping on anxiety and worries about money. So coming back to your collarbone points, either you can tap like this or like this. You want to find the bubbles and just drop just below them. And if you want to avoid tapping on your face due to coronavirus transmission risks, you just stay here. We'll catch up with you. Otherwise, tapping inside your eyebrow, feeling anxious about money. You just repeat after me. Feeling anxious about money. Tapping on the side of your eyes. Feeling guilty about my spending. On that bony bit under your eyes. Finding it impossible to manage my money. Tapping on your lip. All these worries about money. Can someone just let me know, is the spin cycle of my washing machine affecting the sound of the audio, or is the spin cycle okay? Repeating after me, all these worries about money. Under your collarbone, I don't know what to do. Oh, okay. It sounds like my washing machine is vocal, but is not affecting the audio. Thanks, everyone. Middle of your chest. Really anxious. There's not enough money. Finding your boob point. Feeling cross with myself because I'm not better with money. Tapping on your side. Hello, Mark. Welcome to Tapping with B. Tapping on your head. All these money worries. Let me just quickly wave. Okay. Just come back to your karate chop. It's the fleshy bit on the outer edge of your hand, tapping with your fingertips or with flat fingers. The benefit of tapping with fingertips is you're also stimulating the tapping points on the fingertips of your other hand. But you can't really get it wrong with EFT, so don't worry. Oh, Laura says the spin cycle is annoying, but she does have super sensitive ears. Let's just pause the washing machine. Okay, that was a very easy. Oh, the boob point is a new one. Did you miss it before? Okay, so the boob point, find the vertical line that travels straight down through your nipple. And then if you have a boob, to move out of the way, move it out of the way. You want to tap on the vertical line where the bottom of your boob meets your rib cage, or where your pectoral muscle meets your rib cage. And it's it's not part of the classic EFT system at all, but it's a really valuable point where anger is involved. And I have a sense that because most of us have grown up being taught to suppress our anger, and as adults, many of us find it hard to healthily communicate our anger. And also, often we are angry with ourselves about things. We beat ourselves up. So I often bring this point in, and it can quite often be a tender point for some people, which feels to me kind of proves my point. Like often the points that are most tender are the points where we really need to support an energy shift. But if it is too tender, you can also just rub it. Anyway, hope that helps. Coming back to your karate chop. Okay, so we've got some stuff coming through about fully showing oneself self-compassion. Let's just see what other things came through here. Oh yeah, house being on the market, trusting the universe. Okay, wonderful. Do feel free to keep sharing with me what you'd like me to tap on. And while we're in this pause, it would be so great. Hello, Gemma. Welcome to Tapping with B. Oh, 11:11 on YouTube. What a wonderful point in the video. And it'd be really wonderful if you would like and share these videos, especially the YouTube one. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It is B Marshall. Okay, coming underneath your collarbone. So tapping here and staying here if you want to avoid your face points. Otherwise, coming to the inside of your eyebrow. My house is on the market. Tapping on the side of your eyes. I don't know if this is the right time to sell anymore. On your bony bit under your eyes. Maybe I should put tenants back in. Tapping on your lip. What if the price drops and nobody wants to buy a house? Tapping on your chin. Needing to trust the universe. Tapping on that point just under your collarbone. Feeling unsure about selling my house. Middle of your chest. Oh, feeling unsure what to do next. Tapping on your side, either reaching across and tapping under your underarm or doing the monkey chicken hybrid. Feeling unsure about selling my house. Tapping on the top of your head. Hello, Rosie. Feeling unsure about my house being on the market. Okay, coming back to your karate chop. I don't know why, but my tapping arm suddenly just felt so heavy, like I couldn't hold it up anymore. Okay, I'm going to have some water. You may also want to have some water, but don't worry if you haven't got any water to hand. Just go ahead and grab some water when we finish tapping. Okay, so just coming to your collarbone. If you're avoiding your face points during this coronavirus time, that's absolutely fine. You can just stay tapping here. Otherwise, tapping inside your eyebrow. I hate writing lists. Tapping on the side of your eyes. But I never get stuff done. Oh, God, that was a big yawn. Anne-Marie, don't worry if you always forget the water. Just drink plenty of water afterwards. It won't matter. It's absolutely fine. On that bony bit under your eyes, I really, really task avoid. Excuse me. On your lip. I always do something that's not the thing I really need to do. Tapping on your chin. And I hate writing to-do lists. Under your collarbone. I get so bored. Middle of your chest. I get so distracted. Oh no, let's go to our boob point. So vertical line, straight down through your nipple. If you need to move a boob out of the way, that's fine. Tapping on the point on your ribs on that vertical line, either where your boob joins your ribs or where your pectoral muscle joins your ribs. I get so frustrated with myself. Tapping on your side. I have so many things I should be doing. Tapping on top of your head. So many things I should be doing. Okay, coming to your karate chop. Okay, take a lovely breath. Okay, coming back to your collarbone point. Yeah, there's 2 eyelashes, that was. Okay, tapping under your collarbone. Literally just underneath them, rather than kind of down here or up here. Just like where the collarbone bobble is, just dropping just below it. Just letting your body breathe. Okay, so staying here if you're avoiding your facial points. Oh, Carrie, 2 lives in a row. Yay, all the way from the other side of the world. It's great to have you here. Okay, staying on your collarbone if you're avoiding your facial points. Otherwise, coming here and tapping inside your eyebrow. I'm always beating myself up. Tapping on the side of your eyes. I never get it right. On that bony bit under your eyes. I'm always beating myself up. Tapping on your lip. I never get it right. On your chin. I find adulting so hard. Under your collarbone. I get really cross with myself. Middle of your chest. I don't feel good enough. Coming to that boob point, so tapping on the vertical line that goes straight down through your nipple, either where the bottom of your boob joins your ribs or where the bottom of your pectoral muscle joins your ribs, feeling cross with myself for not getting things done. Tapping on your side. I always put stuff off. Tapping on top of your head, and I'm really good at beating myself up about it. Oh, okay. Oh, right. come back to your karate chop. We are just coming up to 20 minutes of tapping. So do please check in with me. Let me know if you're noticing things shifting for you. You might notice yourself yawning lots, maybe even burping, itching, sighing, sometimes laughing, sometimes crying. Oh, there was a burp. You may notice that you're feeling less discomfort or dis-ease where you were feeling it before at the beginning. So I'd love it if you would just check in with me in the comments, tell me how you're doing. As you know, if you tap with me regularly, you will know that there is a little heart button on Instagram, and if you press and hold that, it sends a flurry of multicolored hearts up, and it'd be amazing. I love to see those multicolored hearts. They kind of send like bubbles of joy through me. Okay, Anri is feeling less pain. That's marvelous. That's really wonderful. Anybody else want to share with me on YouTube or on Instagram how you're doing? Hey, Nate.uk. Welcome to Tapping with B. Let me give you a little wave. Yay, look at all the hearts. I love them so much. Okay, let me just have some water. Okay, so I was sharing with Laura about self-compassion, EFT. Just come to your collarbone. Oh, Laura on YouTube is burping. Marvelous. Okay, I was sharing with Laura about tapping for self-compassion, which is like a specific way that we can use EFT to support ourselves. Oh, wonderful. Carrie is feeling softly empowered. Oh, that's beautiful. Helen is experiencing some release of self-criticism. Wonderful. Nicola on YouTube yawning and tired all of a sudden. It's also true. Love doing this with us all. Wonderful. If you can, Nick, keep tapping through that tiredness, because it may well just be resistance to some of the tapping. And then whether you're able to or not, it would be wonderful if you can manage a nap afterwards. But I know your time zone means that that may not be possible for you. But anyway, let's see what happens. So tapping for self-compassion is a specific way that we can use EFT to offer self-compassion to younger versions of ourselves, younger parts of ourselves. And the best way really to do tapping with self-compassion is one-on-one with an EFT practitioner. So me, for example, or someone else. And if anyone does want to work one-on-one with me, you just reach out, send me a DM, and we can chat about that. But we can do a small amount of tapping for self-compassion now. But what we need to do is we need to work with a part of ourselves that would really appreciate some self-compassion, but not a part of ourselves that is kind of deeply wounded or traumatized, because we're doing general group tapping and it wouldn't be safe to go into a deep place when I'm not there to support you directly with it, and also we don't have the time to do that. So just choosing a part of yourself and just acknowledging that part. So it might be you as a child, it might be you right now, it might be you this morning, it might just be a part of yourself that you're aware of on a daily basis. Hey Peep. And just acknowledging that part of you. So just coming back to your karate chop and just saying, hello, I see you. I see you right there. And you're me, and I'm you. And I'm right here with you. I know we might not have met before, like we're meeting now. But I love you. Just keep breathing as you tap. I'm here to listen to anything you want to share with me. Steve, it's so lovely to see you. Welcome to Tapping with B. Oh my God, if you guys don't follow Steve Edge, I so recommend following him. He is the most incredible, extraordinary genius of a man. I feel so honored that he's dropped into my tapping session. So just staying with that part of you that would like to receive some self-compassion. And just notice something about them. Just if you're able to see them, and some people can't picture things with their mind's eye, but if you are able to see that part of you or that younger version of you, Steve Edge, Rosie, Steve Edge, he is, gosh, how do you even describe Steve Edge? He describes himself as a madman, as a genius. He's a creative whiz. He's also an incredibly compassionate man. He runs a design agency in London, but he has had the most extraordinary life. And I just would recommend, I would so recommend following him. Okay, so we'll just come back to self-compassion tapping. Although I have to say that actually Steve Edge is a wonderful example of self-compassion. If you ever get to hear his stories, he just embraces all of who he is. And he embraces all of who he is. And he has just loved and accepted every part of him and fully embodies his whole being in the life that he lives. It's amazing. Okay, so let's just come back to this part of us that we're working with. So just if you are able to see them in your mind's eye, just notice what they might be doing. Just notice what they might be thinking or feeling as you look at them. And if you're not able to use your mind's eye in that way, just see if you can tune into them in another way. Just have a sense of what's going on for them, and remembering to keep this like relatively low level, relatively general, because we can't go into really deep stuff right now. Coming back to your collarbone, and whatever you're noticing with that part of you, you can just say to them, yeah, I see you doing whatever they're doing, or expressing whatever they're expressing. Or you might say, I know how that feels. And then you might say, I understand what that's like for you, because I am you and you are me. And I love you. And then you might say to them, there are so many stories that I can tell you. So many people that I have met. So many things that I have learned. And I am so happy to share it all with you. Staying here if you want to avoid your face points, which is fine. Otherwise, coming to the inside of your eyebrow. I see you. Tapping on the side of your eyes. I understand exactly what this is like. On that bony bit under your eye, I am you, and you are me. On your lip, and I love you. On your chin. I am happy to listen to whatever you want to say to me. Under your collarbone, I am happy to visit with you wherever you want us to go. Middle of your chest. I am here to help you feel safe. Tapping on your side. I am here to remind you that you are loved. Tapping on top of your head. I see you. I hear you. I love you. Okay, just come back to your karate chop. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Okay. Now, sometimes when we're tapping with these parts of ourselves or these versions of ourselves that are different ages to who we are now, when we work with them with self-compassion tapping, that part of us feels ready to come back and integrate. But other times it doesn't. Other times it just says, no, I'm not ready right now. And that's okay too. We honor these parts of ourselves. So just, we're going to just extend an invitation to whichever part of yourself you've been working with. And we're just going to say, I'm here. And I invite you to come back in to me if you want to. And you just ask them, just say, would you like to do that? Now, if they're saying no, you just carry on tapping here. You're tapping on your collarbone, either your collarbone or your karate chop, and just stay present with that part of you. If that part of you does want to come, I would just open my arms up and I would just say, I'm welcoming you now to come and return to me, and just bring them in and just place your hands over your heart center, or you may want to kind of hug yourself. And as they come into your body, just breathe. Breathe in that integration. And breathing in as they integrate, being aware that they are growing within you until they are completely filling every part of your body. Their heart is beating with your heart. Their eyes are seeing what your eyes see. Their mind is thinking with your mind. Just breathe into that place of integration. And you might want to say to them, welcome home. Welcome home. I love you. And if for any reason it didn't feel good for you to do that and you're still tapping, I'm just going to come back and join you, while those who did want to do that just enjoy that integration. And you can just say to that part of you, you are perfect, just as you are. I love you. I love you. I love you. And then you might want to say to them, I'm going to go now, but I can come and spend time with you any time you want me to. And you maybe just want to take a moment just to check in with that part of you or that version of you and just ask them how they might like to get your attention to let you know that they want to spend time again. And then whichever you did, whether you were able to integrate or whether you have just had that moment with that part of yourself, staying committed to being present with them moving forwards. Just come back to this moment as soon as you're ready and just take some breaths. Have some water if you've got water to hand. Okay. And it would be wonderful if you would share with me how that was for you. Anne says that that was incredible. Wonderful. Just letting yourself breathe. Thank you for all the hearts. I love them. It's like joy just bubbles up within me, which is amazing. Letting me know in the comments how you're doing. The self-compassion tapping can it can go very deep, which is why I said about needing to just work with something that felt relatively general and not too intense. Yeah, so Nicola on YouTube, just what I needed, feeling calm, relaxed and happy. Mwah, wonderful. Rachel, felt energy moving, a deep sense of care and love for my younger self. Beautiful, beautiful. And of course, these tapping videos continue to be available afterwards. So the YouTube video on my channel, Be Marshall, is there. And if you want a way to share these sessions on Facebook, then I really recommend going and finding them on YouTube and sharing these videos. And I will hopefully, if it downloads okay, I will upload as an IGTV. Okay, Helen, gently rocking, is that an okay thing? Oh, look at me gently rocking now as well. Is that an okay thing? Or is that for coming from a place of distress? Carrie, I haven't felt a shift until now. Wonderful. Laura on YouTube, beautiful. Me and my inner child are playing under a big cedar tree. She was not ready to come back. I got a very strong no, I'm scared. We should just carry on playing. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's fine, Laura. You just carry on playing. Oh, you're beaming. Okay, good. I think that's so interesting that I'm just automatically gently rocking with you, but that's good. Okay. Is there anything that anybody needs from me or from this session right now before we go? Thank you for my hearts on Instagram. Rocking feels comforting is what Laura on YouTube says. It's nice just being here, just sitting in this energy with you all. Just being in this moment of peace. Just being present. It's wonderful just to sit and be present. My pleasure, Rachel, my pleasure. I was sharing with Rachel earlier. We're chatting because Rachel is a friend in real life, and I was sharing with her how discouraged I sometimes feel because there aren't more people being part of these live sessions, and yet at the same time, the feedback I get, from you guys who join me is so amazing. So I just feel so honored to show up and be able to do this with you all. And I trust that the right people who need to be here will be here. And as other people need it, they will find it. So, Anne's saying, I'm happy. I felt a big thing happening. So cautiously optimistic. Well, Anne, you can come back to this anytime, and you can always fast forward through to the self-compassion part. You don't have to share details, Anne. There is no expectation in sharing details. I would never want anyone to share something that didn't feel good for them. So you find a yes to your own safety, whatever that looks like. It's really important. Okay. Right. So in that case, I am going to end the live here. And it's been so wonderful to share this session with you. It's felt really powerful, really powerful. And I'll speak to you all soon. Mwah. Bye-bye, Instagram. Ending you first. And then bye-bye, YouTube. Mwah.